I'm back on my old computer. I've been reading a lot. Like, a lot. You know what? I'm using the old intro because I am way too lazy to figure out how to get the new intro on this computer right now. This week's theme is inappropriately loud sneezing. I don't think I've ever sneezed inappropriately loud, but I blow my nose inappropriately loud all the time. Like, especially in high school, during tests, oh my god. Enjoy Margie and Butch. Some weird story I wrote with this guy named Ryan.
Tina ran up to Marjorie in a panic. There are a bunch of hoodlums outside. I should report them, right? I've never done this before. Oh, Margie, what should I do? Margie smiled warmly at her nervous night manager and told her she'd take care of it. She walked brusquely out the door, leaving behind a pungent whiff of her jasmine perfume, her overstocked charm bracelet tinkling in her wake. "Excuse me," she called over to the pack of scruffy-looking teens. The boy nearest by took off running, followed by the rest of them. She turned around to enter back inside, but she spotted that one boy hadn't left. Tall and limber, he crouched to the ground, picking up the remains of what his friends left behind. Curious, she approached him. He didn't look up until her jingling charms were mere inches from his ear. Red streaked eyes barely peeked out of his ratty flow, stared up into her deep blue ones. "Open," she demanded, as firm a voice as she could muster. She recognized him. Butch Fletcher, the former high school football all-star who quit the team unexpectedly mid-season. He looked up at her, flabbergasted. "Open your hand." Butch slowly opened up and towered over the 5'2" pale pouting plump lady. She kept her eyes locked with his. Hesitantly, he opened his hand to reveal a joint. When he saw her expression, he instantly felt ashamed. "Why?" she inquired at his thin face, wondering to herself how a kid with such a bright future had slipped so much. "I'm sorry, Miss Whittam," he replied gruffly, avoiding her eyes, dropping the joint again. "Call me Margie." "Yes, Miss Whittam. Margie." She struggled not to soften as he was overcome with the urge to wrap her in a hug. "You know I'm going to have to report you, don't you?" "Yes, Miss Margie," he sighed. Unless? Well, I could use your help around here. We've been getting really busy recently, but I don't want to hire anyone else. It tears me up to have to fire them when we get slow. You'd get no pay, but I'll do it. 3 weeks. The slightest slip-up and..." She cut off. Just as well. He didn't want to know what would happen if he slipped up. Margie started heading back inside. "Come along." Begrudgingly, he obliged.
Remember that time we made out with the fish?